Yeah. All right, now we're on to something. We need a new intro.
A new intro song, a new
Yeah,
bit,
this is the little generic one that comes with
with the machine,
with
yeah.
the
What
recorder.
age?
All right, everyone, welcome back to the Midnight Mission podcast,
Season 2.
season dos.
Dos. It's like Uno.
Spanglish. I was about
It's
to say
like-
bilingual. That was Spanglish.
It's like Uno. It's like Dos.
We have no agenda.
No agenda.
We have no specific topic
This is a recap.
that we're going to talk about. There's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on in
stuff
Star
going on.
Wars,
A lot of stuff going on.
Marvel, wrestling in particular.
A lot of stuff. A lot of mostly downs. I was gonna say up and downs, but it's all
For wrestling, well, WWE specifically.
WWE specifically.
You want to talk about that real quick?
Let's because that's the the big issue.
That's the big story.
issue, big story. So as of now, Stephanie McMahon.
Well, as of this week.
As of this
the
week.
week of January. What was
13th.
Monday's date?
You got me on the 7th. I might be wrong. I might be right.
The week of January 7th.
9th. My bad.
January 9th.
Stephanie McMahon has stepped down as former CEO,
Co-CEO.
co-CEO.
CEO, yeah.
And Vince McMahon is back on the board as an executive chair.
Mm-hmm.
So a little, I guess, context for that. He stepped down for his affair, his affair that he
Alleged,
had.
I guess. I don't know if
No,
it's proven or not, or was it?
I think the affair was proven. I think, but the
It's the payouts and stuff.
the payouts, I think that's what. I think that was proven. Like they did find the money, or I don't know.
He's a bad man.
He's a bad man. I'm a bad.
No, in real life, he's a bad man. Not like as an evil, but as in like.
He can't keep getting away with
Listen, man. When have you ever heard, maybe except for Steve Jobs, when have you ever heard of a CEO and, president of the board
Yeah.
step down from his company that he started,
Mhm.
or, well, he didn't necessarily start it, but that he made what it is today
Mm-hmm.
because of allegations and money payouts and affairs and all this other stuff, and voluntarily step down?
Yeah.
And then, but still be like 80%, 89% shareholder. So he
majority
still have
share.
some power.
the owner, yeah, he owns
Steps
the
down,
majority.
and then a couple of months be like, psych, I'm coming back,
Psych,
and
I'm
I'm
like-
retaking my power.
He
When have you
really-
heard that with any other company?
Nobody. No one has
Never.
Done that. No one has.
Vince McMahon is invincible. I don't care what anyone says.
He's Thanos. We've been through this. He's inevitable.
Well,
We just.
Maybe.
I hope it's. I hope this timeline is the one where he loses.
mhm.
Because if not, that means.
I'll be honest. I don't mind Vince coming back.
I don't-
I just don't want him in creative.
That's
That's
the
the thing.
I don't.
Like, I think he's a savvy businessman, clearly.
Yeah.
But
But
I just don't want him creative.
yeah, because I mean, creatively speaking, since he's left, it's been banger after banger to some degree. Like it's put an interest for me back into it.
Mhm. I mean, I
I've
haven't
started-
watched it weekly yet,
mhm.
but
I've been watching actually NXT weekly after he joined. After Triple H became the lead creative director. And
is he
it's-
still?
Hmm?
Is he still? Does he oversee NXT too creatively, or
Yes.
just the main roster?
No, I think it's all of WWE.
Oh,
And so we've seen that he's bringing new talent. He's obviously he's brought back a lot of old talent, and that's
Mhm.
cool. And then
they do have one slip up though.
What was that? What do you think it is?
Mandy Rose.
Oh, that
Yeah,
That's
she
a
was
hu-
killing in NXT, bro.
that was her situation. We'll get into that one. Her situation is very unfortunate, I believe, after her interview.
I have my thoughts on that.
We'll talk about that in a second, but let's
Yeah, of
focus
course.
on the big bad man.
Okay, yes
He's a
sir.
bad man. He's a bad man. But
Yeah, it's wild.
he's Vince Mc, no disrespect to him, he did what he did. He's made a legacy, but the way he's handling this, it seems very egotistical. Like it's like if they won't, like, his whole thing with selling the company, if he's not on the board, that he's gonna sell the company.
Yeah.
I think that's such a low blow. Like it's kind of almost like a threat to some
So,
degree.
so a lot of things are still rumors, right? So
Well, we do know that he is auctioning up for sale. Potentially,
that's confirmed though.
That-
It's not still a
It's-
floating rumor.
No. So the only floating rumor is who's gonna buy. Because I do recall that WWE's rights are coming out for sale again, as the television rights. So who's gonna broadcast it?
Disney should buy it.
Yo, Vince McMahon in a Thanos suit. Roman Reigns as Thanos.
Yeah, Disney should buy it.
I mean, Disney has their own lucha series on Disney Plus. They
Haven't they like collaborated with Disney before on like
WWE?
cartoons or something? Or
They did the Muppets. The Muppets is Disney, right?
now, I think.
Now it is, right? They did like a collaboration, I think. Well, I remember they did a whole segment on WWE, but I know Disney Plus is releasing a series with superheroes as luchadors. So like Captain America, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that to me.
And for that one, they're using luchadors from Mexico. It's going to be Triple H. The Triple H is Mexico.
AAA?
Yeah, Triple A. It's a triple.
No, yeah.
I don't remember who. Well, obviously we don't know who the luchadors' faces are, but they're still wearing a mask. Same show. But back to Vince, him pushing this sort of threat of, hey, if I don't get this, I will sell the company to somebody else.
Well, that's not necessarily what he said, though. His threat was...
He will sell the company.
No, he wouldn't approve the TV deals, the upcoming TV deals.
Yeah, the TV deals.
That's what it was. But I think he wanted to come back to sell.
Yeah.
And he used that as leverage. He uses 89% stakeholdership as leverage to get back in. And that's why he's also getting sued by a shareholder because they feel like he forced himself in.
Because he's not only that, but he immediately, I think his first term of action was to fire a whole bunch of people.
Was it?
Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
He fired the chair member
he got rid of 3
chair members.
Yeah. I don't think he fired them though. I think the board removed them in order for him to come back on, and for the other 2 people that he's bringing with him to come back on.
Yeah, but I feel like that's part of his negotiation.
Yeah, but it's also weird though because as soon as Stephanie resigned, he was unanimously.
Yeah.
That means everyone on the board had to agree and say yes for him to become chair.
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't know how those things work. I don't know if you need everyone to agree.
I think it depends.
Or if you need like the majority to agree. But if unanimously, that's everyone said
That's
yes. And I think that's including Triple H, no? Isn't he on the board?
I don't think he's on the board.
He's not? It was only Steph and Khan?
Yeah, I think he's just the creative director. I don't think he...
I don't know. But I still think it's... You gotta give him props.
Hey,
you gotta give him props, man. It's like, hey.
Hey, he's the Wolf on Wall Street type.
He held WWE by the balls, and he was like, "You're gonna." What's the Vince voice? You're gonna. I can't even do it. You're gonna do what?
You are gonna do it.
That's more like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're the same person,
but it's
same allegations.
I want to see how things play out. I will admit, when the rumor that came out that they sold to
Saudi Arabia,
the Saudi Arabia investment firm, I was kind of bummed. Like it brought me down because I was like, what? No. But apparently that was a rumor. It's not true. But there are a lot of people in the bidding too who are interested in purchasing WWE.
Yeah.
Apparently Disney's one. Apparently Tony Khan and his father from AEW are interested. I was reading that they are not going to. They want to partner up with the different entity,
with the different company that if they buy it,
to buy it together so they can share the IP. But the thought is that Tony wants to merge the wrestling part of the company together, and I'm not really feeling that.
I didn't want that. I actually would like AEW to be its own thing, and then WWE be its own thing, and then like a pay-per-view be AEW versus WWE type stuff. Like almost like Survivor Series with Raw versus SmackDown.
No, I get you.
And
I want them separate.
I would like to have, if they were ever, at least once, at some point, them to like invade. Especially since a lot of the old roster, well, the current roster from AEW is from WWE, so it would be kind of funny to...
That's interesting.
To see like Jon Moxley fight Roman Reigns.
I mean, we have.
I mean, yeah, but we haven't seen Jon Moxley fight. We've seen
Dean Ambrose. Same person, different name.
No, they're 2 different entities. Legally 2 different entities. So Dean Ambrose got
same physical body.
Nah, that's like
same human being.
Different.
I don't know. We'll see how this plays out.
We'll see how it goes.
Apparently, TV deals come up at the end of this year. Don't go into effect into next year.
Yep.
Selfishly, man, I'm just concerned because I want to go to Mania.
Yeah.
Not this year. I want to go to Mania in Philly.
Mhm.
We're talking about that earlier.
Mhm.
For those of you that are listening, we're from the DMV, the DC area,
East
Washington, DC
Coast.
area. So it's a 2-hour drive for us.
Yeah.
It's not that far. I went last year,
But you went to Texas.
but I went to Texas,
Yeah.
and I don't feel like flying nowhere. I can just do a
It's
2-hour
hot, bro.
drive, spend a night in a hotel, whatever. And
Mhm.
if they do 2 nights, perfect.
Yep.
But I don't want it to suck.
Mhm.
And the last 2-3 Manias have been pretty good, not counting the Mania from COVID. That doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't exist to me.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I agree.
But the
with
first Mania I went to, the Mania in Tampa, when they did it the second time,
that. Mhm.
when they had the live crowd back, and the Mania in Texas were solid. They were really good shows. I had
Mhm.
fun. It's a lot of wrestling, 2 nights of WrestleMania. It's a lot. But I think I prefer the 2 nights over the one long
The one
night.
long show.
Because that last one that was live before COVID in 2019,
Yeah.
dude, that was a 7-hour show. Because we got there at 3:30.
Mhm.
This one was in Jersey,
Mhm.
MetLife. We got there at 3:30. We got into our seats at 4:30, I want to say.
Damn, from 4 to.
Dude, we were there until midnight. It went past midnight. Because, like, you know, they have some matches that are not televised.
Yeah.
You know, and they have all these other things and, like, in between. So that's, like, let me see.
Was there a break at some point?
No, there's no intermission.
intermission,
man.
like-
no way. So that's why I'm glad they split it to 2 nights.
Yeah.
Because then you're not in a stadium
Mhm.
for like a whole job shift, a whole full-time job shift. And it was cold too, man. Like I was like freezing. But yeah, I want to see how this plays out.
Mhm.
I hope. I don't want them to sell.
I don't either.
I think that it should stay within the McMahon family. Just
Mhm.
let Stephanie and Triple H run the thing, man.
They've been
Like,
doing so good with it.
they've been by your side, you know, just let I don't know his reasonings behind
Mhm.
it. Ego, money driven.
Money.
Bro, you old as dirt. Why you need more money? Like, you're good. You're solid. All right?
To pay for the affair. See?
But he already paid for them.
Yeah, but he paid with the company's money.
No, I thought he paid with his money.
I thought it was the company's money.
Nah, it was his money.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, now he's out the $14 million that
It's
he
his
spent.
personal money. Yeah, but Vince is a billionaire.
Yeah, bro. But how you think he got that? Giving out charity, bro? Nuh-uh.
I don't know. We'll see how
We'll
this
see
plays
how it
out.
goes.
I think it's interesting.
It is.
And like a lot of this stuff is just happening like boom out of nowhere.
It is. It's been very like.
And really quick too, like from one day to another.
I know
Um,
this started like towards the ends of December.
Yeah. With
And-
him wanting to come back.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
all hit like the
And all
beginning of
everything
January.
and all it's all been hitting like
Mhm.
oh he was thinking about doing this and then these things. Superstars are talking blah blah blah.
Yeah, I don't think selling to Saudi is a good idea, especially
think
with
so.
a lot of superstars basically saying I'm out if you do.
And then they have
Legally, I don't know if they can.
who
Some of the
to Saudi?
superstars, no, like just bounce and be like peace. They
Um,
they have to officially be released and granted their release, or
I feel like there can be something in the contract. There's always a fine
not
print.
everyone.
Maybe it depends on the person, and they can be like, oh, this is a. They can even say like it's a religious thing. I feel like they can get away with it.
A lot of people did. And I know like Aleister Black couldn't go because of his tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna leave that like that. I don't want to get too deep
That's
into
a
Saudi,
very
you know.
big can of worms. That sucks.
Yeah, I
but,
mean to each their
uh,
own. You know what I mean?
mhm.
But let's shift gears over to this Mandy Rose thing because I sent you that interview that she had,
I saw it. Yeah.
and I do like her response. She's
Mhm.
really smart. She's not dumb. You know,
Mhm.
she's not
She's a.
smack talking WWE. She's like, I'm grateful for it. You know, she admitted she's hurt, and she did say there are things that are confidential
Mhm.
that she can't talk about.
She took it very professionally. Like
Mhm.
it wasn't like oh
Yeah, she doesn't seem bitter or upset
No.
about it.
'Cause
Well,
that's-
upset maybe, but not
I'm
bitter
saying-
or like
Yeah, 'cause,
indifferent about it.
she said she's made more money on the site.
She has.
than the
What I find curious though is that she said that she did not post any nudity, but the reports say the contrary. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not about to pay for a subscription to go see and be like, hey,
$25.
investigative journalism. Like, I
Investigative
do this for
journalism.
fun.
I'm doing this for research, bro.
For
25
research?
for $25. You want
Well,
to see
it's
me?
not coming out of the Midnight Mission non-existent funds.
Put,
so
put it on the business card.
the business card
Put
that
it-
doesn't exist.
That doesn't exist, bro.
We printed one out, Photoshop one.
It's
The
a
bank that
platinum.
doesn't exist.
It's a platinum card. That's all I know.
Non-existent bank issued by non-existing bank. Anyway,
But I personally, I did like her push to say I did like that.
yeah, I think it was a good move. Sending her going back to NXT, she was
Mhm.
able to develop her character a little more, flesh it out some more, and then the stable that they put her in with, I don't know their names, with the other two women and
Deadly Poison?
Fatal Attraction.
Fatal.
That's the name
what
of the stable, but I don't know the superstars'
Yeah,
names.
yeah,
So I don't really keep up with NXT like that.
yeah.
Whatever I know and I keep up with is like through Instagram.
Mhm.
I watch their pay-per-views though. Those
Mhm.
are always good. Like,
Bangers.
excuse me, NXT pay-per-views are so good that
Mhm.
I don't have to watch the day-to-day show to come and watch their pay-per-views and understand the story and what's going on. And like that's how flushed out and that's how well written the stories are and the matches are. For a good while, the NXT matches and pay-per-views were better than the main roster pay-per-views, even better than some Manias. And I was like, damn, because this SummerSlam was some dookie, but NXT, whatever this was
NXT be
pretty
pulling
good.
out, surprises, especially with their whole merge with the
Yeah,
UK.
but that's because of Triple H, the game.
The
When he was
game.
in charge of it. When it turned into the colorful thing, it kind of.
I think that was just
the only good thing
the
really
NXT
was.
point too.
Yeah, the only good thing out of it was Mandy Rose. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because I was talking to these other dudes about it, some of my friends, and I'm like, they let go of Mandy Rose because of this. But and this might be controversial. These are
Mhm.
my thoughts, my opinions. If you don't agree with it, don't agree with it. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But they kept Matt Riddle, after his violation, the drug test violation or
mhm.
whatever it was, and it's not the first one.
It's just no. It's
You
just,
know, he went to rehab or whatever. I get it, but like, dude is doing drugs. Whatever the drug may be, it could just be something as simple as weed. I don't.
It
I
was
know.
cocaine, if I recall.
What, bro? Really? Get out of here! And they still keep him.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that they revised their
Their cause,
their clause
yeah.
so they can keep him. I'm like, all right, cool. He's good, but I don't really like him like that.
Mhm.
I would have preferred they keep Mandy. She was.
Yeah.
I feel like she was doing more creatively than he was.
And I guess the thing that really, bugged me was the fact that she complied, and they were like, "Okay, you can't do this and that."
Yeah, it's a double standard, and I don't think that was cool. I mean, this is based off the information. Sorry, I'm eating, as always.
Food
This is based off
ASMR.
the information that
She's
we
giving
see,
us,
that we,
yeah.
So I don't know the ins and outs of the story, but
But it's just, I mean, it's the same thing that happened with Zelina Vega when OnlyFans first started. She created an account.
yeah, but she wasn't posting anything inappropriate,
But-
like nudity or anything. It just was like in violation of like
Of their clause.
of their clause of like you can't have your own thing or something
Yeah.
like that. That's
But
not
I feel
run
like
or
that
gone
was-
through WWE, whatever.
But yeah, but it's kind of the same, I guess, to some degree. Like they both had this platform that they were on. Like Zelina Vega, I think she was posting her photo shoots, which are
Yeah, but they
By
also
the-
wanted superstars to like cut off Twitch, and they didn't want them to do that either.
yeah, but
So that's why some of them stopped.
yeah, but what's his name still has this thing, no?
Who?
Up, down.
Yeah, but that's through WWE.
That's true.
And that's how they won it.
Yeah,
Oh, this is like wallpaper. God, it's damn late.
yeah. Mine's is just a whole bunch of different wrestling.
Wrestlers?
Yeah.
Mine is Sonic the Hedgehog, but like
I like
classic
this one.
Sonic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. So yeah, I mean, those are my 2 cents on that. I mean, I didn't really have too much to talk about that, or too much to say about it. Oh, that's cool, but that's from WWE, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
because she was the pirate princess.
Mm-hmm. So I think, I don't know. What are your thoughts on it? That's how I feel about it. That's cool.
Let's let Morgan getting slammed.
Tiff Morgan's my boo.
Getting slammed.
Yeah, they're not doing much with her right now though.
Yo, I do like. Just a side note, I really like Zelina Vega. I really like her.
She's so tiny though.
But she's so funny.
She's funny.
And I really like her costumes, her display,
Mm-hmm.
because she's a big anime and video game
she's
fan.
a freaking nerd. I love it.
And I love like, what was it? Was it for the Women's Royal Rumble? She was wearing the Street Fighter outfit, the Vega.
Oh, 1 year. Yeah.
She had the claw and everything. I thought that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But back to it. I mean, the situation's very. It's, I guess we're missing a lot of information based on the contracts.
Mhm.
I guess that's what it all comes down to.
Yeah, and those are things we'll never know. But from
I
the
don't think they
outside
should-
looking in,
To
it's
be
like hypocrisy.
it is. because I do see what you're saying with like whole Riddle thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's been, if anybody should be fired, like no hate to him, technically should be him for
Yeah, and I'm not
violation.
saying fire him because
yeah,
I'm not.
or
you
put
know,
him on like probation or whatever they call it.
Right, do the same thing with her.
Yeah.
Don't just be like, drop the title, you're out. Like, I feel like that was kind of harsh.
I mean, they could have like just taken the title away from her for a couple months.
That could have been her punishment.
And then she could have, if she fixed the situation or they come to an agreement.
Man,
blah,
her
blah,
punishment could have dropped the title and put her on Raw.
blah. Go for the women's.
Raw some booty. Or put her in the tag team division on Raw. That could have been her. Nah, that would have done more damage than good.
She's gonna leave like Sasha.
Mm. I don't know. Speaking of Sasha, you want to talk about her?
Mercedes Monet, you mean?
Monet.
Monet.
Hate her theme songs with a passion. I'm happy for her. I'm glad she's back in wrestling. She's a good superstar. You and
Yeah.
I kind of talked about it
A little bit. We
a
talked
little
about
bit,
her.
and you know.
I didn't like that she had to diss Kyrie Sane. I did not like that.
Mhm. No, but prior to that, we talked about that thing I sent you that they were saying that, of
Which
course,
one?
it's all rumors and none of this is like,
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where she's like, she saw herself in the light of like Stone Cold, The
Oh,
Rock,
Stone Cold. Yeah.
and Shawn Michaels, and she wasn't being treated like how
Like
she
that.
felt like she
Yeah.
should, which I get. To
I get
each
it
their
too.
own. I don't see her like Stone Cold though. You know what I mean?
I
It's not.
don't-
It's not a man versus woman type thing. I'm talking about like story wise.
Story-wise, or
things that she's
even,
brought
like-
to the table. Not that she hasn't.
She hasn't-
I want to be
it's-
very careful with what I
it's-
say
it's
because I don't
hard.
want to offend
I know what you
anyone.
mean.
But she's great. I love her as
But she
I
doesn't
love
have the
her
same
character.
impact.
But I just, to me, it's not. She's not on that level yet. She was on her way up
Yeah.
there. You know. But I didn't see her at that Stone Cold Steve.
You know who's
Austin
at that level? Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair. She came back. She came back and won the title, bro.
I feel like they are at that.
They are
level.
at that level. I even feel like Bianca Blair. Like
Nah, she's not there yet. She's
I-
getting, she's
she's
coming up.
really
She's really
good.
good.
Like,
She's
her
really
energy-
good.
her and the War Games with
She's
the women's
strong.
division.
AF too. She's so
Bro,
strong.
she's buff.
hmm
And Rhea Ridley, bro. I'm down.
I want her to win the Rumble.
The men's.
Rhea?
Yeah,
They're not gonna.
that'd
do
be
that.
funny though.
That would be funny. I want her to win the
Win the
women's
War-
Royal Rumble.
I do
yeah,
want
'cause
her-
she almost won it when Charlotte won
Yeah,
that year. I think she should get that push to win it. Even though
She
she's
should.
killing it with
With-
Judgment Day.
yeah. I feel like she should have the title around her. I can even see that would be a really good match for Bianca Blair versus Rhea Ridley because they had it before and
Yeah, I saw a rumor that they're gonna take the title off of Bianca before Mania, though. Probably
to
at
who?
Elimination Chamber.
I'm guessing it's gonna be what's her name?
Who?
Alexa Bliss.
Nah, there's no way Bianca's gonna lose to Alexa.
Well, you mean Sister Abigail?
Oh, that's what she is now.
I think that's what they're about to go into because now she's like, the screen popped up, I think, and then
Yeah, all of
She's
that
like,
is weird. She's just so small.
I really want them to bring the mix match tag. I love that combination of Braun Strowman
Oh,
and
and her?
Alex Bliss, Team Little Monster.
I
That
thought they
was
were
funny.
dating for some reason when that was going on.
Right?
It's just
They
their
talk about
chemistry.
it. It was
just
their
good.
chemistry. I saw I really like watching the road trips, the ride along, the WWE
Is
ride.
Braun Strowman still dating Raquel Gonzalez?
I don't know.
She's another one who's really good too, bro.
Yeah.
And they're not really using her like that.
Yeah. There's a lot of like, especially with the women's division, I see like there's a lot of good talent. Not like
Mhm.
with the men's currently.
Mhm, mhm.
Like with the men's, it's kind of like
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns version 2. Roman Reigns with a buzz cut.
Nah.
It's like they're
Roman
all
Reigns
the
is
same.
killing it. The bloodline, they're killing it, bro.
I'm tired of it.
I don't have to watch it day to day, but it's just
Sami Zayn's in it. I'm tired of it. But like contrary to the women's division, there's a lot of diversity
Mhm.
in styling and technique and everything. I find it more interesting for the women's division than the
But
men's.
it's for me personally,
Yeah.
it's been like that for the last like 2-3 years.
Yeah, no, of course.
Because like I'll take it as far back as WrestleMania 2019 when they were at MetLife.
hmm
That main event between the triple threat for the women, the winner take all for both Raw and SmackDown title, the match was good. The lead up to the match is
It was
what
really
it
good.
reminded me of, like old like Attitude Era kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
especially when they were in the parking lot with the police and
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey was in the handcuffs and she was in the car and Charlotte Flair she poked her head, like all of that was just like
That was
damn.
really good,
And
yeah.
then the blood on Becky's face, and I mean that was like leading up to Survivor Series, but
Because Nia Jax,
yeah, and I was so mad that they made it a triple threat, but it all worked
it
out.
worked so
It
good. It worked
out.
out.
It was so
It wasn't
well.
like
He's like, why Charlotte? Why put her in there? No. And then I was like, oh, okay, you guys are smart. You know what you're doing. Let me shut up.
This
You know?
is why we run the business.
It was really good. And I think making that the main event was the perfect call.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a really good show. I mean, as long as it was a really good show.
Mm-hmm.
And the women's division are always killing it, man. And my thing about Rhea is that if she wins the Rumble,
Yeah.
I think they kind of have to split her from Judgment Day. Because then the story is going to be about her
Mm-hmm.
chasing the title at Mania. And then if she wins the title and she's still with Judgment Day, then she's going to be overshadowed by everyone else in the storyline with that stable. So I feel like she needs to do it on her own. She needs to
Or
separate
like a
from it.
betrayal sort of thing, maybe. I could see
Yeah,
that.
something like
'Cause
something.
it's something. I mean, what's his name? Finn Balor did it to Edge.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea does it to Finn. That sort of thing. It could be something like that. Like she leaves the group. She's like, oh,
I don't see how they'll do that now.
I don't know.
because
Well,
There's a rumor that for Elimination Chamber, it's a mixed tag team match. Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Rey Mysterio's son. What's his name?
Dominic,
Dominic and Rhea.
that's a good one.
I'm not interested.
He's a cholo. He's a fool, man. He's a bitch fool, right?
Anyway,
You get your highness. Like,
so
but
else
but
in
the
wrestling
situation,
is
with,
interesting?
with the Mandy Rose thing, I think just finally to bring her back, take away her title, and that's it. That's what it should have been.
that should have
done.
been her.
That should have just
that
been the
should have her
punishment.
Like,
If that's what they really wanted to go with, like a punishment sort of thing.
which they did. They took the title off of her and gave it to this other chick.
Random
cool.
girl.
I don't know her name.
I don't remember.
Roxana
wasn't-
Perez or something like
I
that.
wasn't following it because it was out of nowhere. That's the other thing.
Mhm.
I mean, we know why because of the contract, but it was just so like on NXT it will be
Yeah, I think
Title
I think
match.
her dropping the title was punishment enough.
yeah, just with that, and that would have been like okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
But
But I think she'll be back. I feel as though she's handling it
really well. I
and,
mean,
and leaving
shoot.
the door open and
I
not
mean, If you're making more money somewhere else and the other place fires you, you're like, say less.
No, I get it, but I feel
Yeah,
like
but it's still. I mean,
all the work she put in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say it was for nothing, but
Yeah,
it's not gonna be the same if and when she comes back.
yeah. Unless she goes to like maybe AEW or something.
Nah, man, I look at the. I don't. Let's not talk about that. I don't even want to get into that.
You don't want to see Saria?
Nah, I don't even want to talk about AEW.
On Page.
Nah,
So,
I don't
you
want to
know.
talk about it. The new set is dope, but that's about it.
Oh, I'm mad. That's another thing. They brought back Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. Immediately gave them back the titles.
They did the same thing with Charlotte. What's the difference?
But Charlotte's cool though. Ronda Rousey's ass. I'm gonna say it like that. I don't like her
On the mic.
on the
In
mic.
the ring, she's
no,
good.
she's a good like fighter.
On the mic, yeah.
but
she's
it's like
just-
her person, her like
person-
her character.
Her character.
I can't.
It's not
get
fully
with it.
fleshed out because it's like a version of her real self, but that is not her.
It's not her, and it's
Th-
so
if that makes
boring.
any sense. Yeah.
It's so boring, and it's just like her extreme rule. She's like judo, wah, and she has the whole judo off, and I was just like, no, go away.
That's whack. Anyway, speaking of wrestling, tell the people where we're going in April.
You mean we're going to Japan? A new Japan?
No, it's coming to us.
Oh, it's coming to us. Capital Punishment.
That's the actual name of the
It's
show.
capital something. I don't know where I'm getting punished from.
Because that's a one-time WWE pay-per-view I showed you.
I know,
where
but
the main event was John Cena versus R-Truth.
But for us, New Japan Pro Wrestling is coming back for the second time
to DC specifically.
to DC.
Mhm.
And Capital Collision. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay, that makes more
Collision.
sense.
That's why I got them.
Mm-hmm.
Got them confused.
I hate when they use like the theme of the city to like name a pay-per-view. Just
It-
name it
it-
something cool.
It was kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie. I was like capital. I get it. With nation's capital, blah blah blah. You can call it like something else, like
Yeah.
or even just like keep their own name and just be
Yeah,
like,
I don't care. It doesn't have
New
to be
Japan
named.
in
It doesn't
US,
make
I don't
it
know.
doesn't make me want to go to it even more because you named it after the capital. Who cares?
But-
Capital as in Washington D.C.
Mm-hmm.
of United States.
Of America.
Yeah.
Oh, say can you see? Anyway, but they're coming.
So dumb.
I know some people got mad about that. They were like, that right bastard, saying.
We're gonna have to put a disclosure,
A disclaimer in the
A
beginning.
disclaimer, yeah, like
A lot of opinions, you may be offended.
Like we don't
So
mean to
don't
offend
care.
anyone. We're all
Didn't
it's all in
ask.
fun.
It's all fun. But they're coming over. New Japan Pro Wrestling's coming over.
I'm excited.
Second time.
Mhm. I don't know anyone from New Japan. I mean, I do, but I've never seen like a full match.
A full match, yeah. And it's the cool thing about New Japan is that there's a lot of mixed talent, not mixed talents, but a lot of talent that is incorporated with other companies. Like they have a contract with AEW. They have a contract with CMLL, Ring of Honor, and others. So they loan their wrestlers out.
You know why I think Vince came back?
Why?
Aside from selling, Triple H is letting wrestlers under WWE contract wrestle for other promotions.
He don't like that. No
He no
likey.
he
No
no likey.
likey. No likey.
No gustar.
No gustar. Me no gustar. So Triple H, son-in-law. If
You gotta evolve, man.
If you want to keep being with my daughter, you have to fire him.
He can't do nothing about that. That's done. They got 3 kids.
For $3 million. That's something Vince
Anyway.
would say. You don't think Vince would say that? The woman to Triple H?
Storyline wise, I don't know how Vince is in
Personally?
real life.
I don't know. He's scary. He doing
People say
illegal
he's
things.
an intimidating person, but
Her money. But they're coming to DC, so hopefully we'll see. They usually end up having. I think we'll see potentially Mercedes Moné.
have you ever seen Sasha Banks wrestle live?
You never seen the boss?
Was she at this year's
The
this last year's
CEO?
WrestleMania?
No.
She already had walked out, right?
Yeah. The CEO. You never.
Or did
seen-
she walk out after that Mania?
No.
Bro, I don't remember. Wow, it's been that long. I know she wrestled at the WrestleMania at MetLife in Jersey, and she walked out after that
Yeah.
because she wasn't happy because they lost the tag team titles.
Yeah.
I think to the Iconics.
Yeah. They're pretty iconic.
Wow, dad joke. Dad joke.
You know
is
who
strong
I'm
as
more
fuck.
interested in than Sasha?
Who?
Naomi.
I feel like Naomi didn't. She's good. She just wasn't given the opportunity to really
I
like.
really liked Naomi.
I want to see that.
Naomi was really good.
I want to see her in the Bloodline.
That's what I was thinking. I was just like, bro, this is the perfect opportunity, like
I want to see her in the Bloodline.
to push her, I guess.
But then again, if you think about it, if she's in the Bloodline, what are they gonna do with her? Nothing. She'll just be in
Beat
the
up-
background. So maybe no, keep her solo.
have
Actually,
the
never mind.
Bloodline fight the what
Yeah.
are they called? The stable of Rhea Ridley. I can't remember their name.
Rhea Ripley, man.
Potato. The Judgment Day.
Hmm.
Have them fight, I guess, because they're like factions on sides or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't know. And they have like men and women.
We'll see.
And she's an absolute unit. Both of them.
Anything else in wrestling? In the wrestling world that we
I think
want to
that
talk about?
was. I think that's it. The big news is New Japan Pro Wrestling is coming to us.
Yeah.
If I get to see it,
SmackDown is also coming, but I don't want to go to SmackDown.
no. If it's between the two, New Japan. Pro
You know what? I'd go to SmackDown, but I'd buy nosebleed seats.
Nosebleed seats?
Yeah, I'd buy the $25 seats and say, "Oh, sit all the way at the top."
Hear a pin drop. Doo-doo. I mean, we can go, bro. We can.
Nah, never mind.
Beep. But so we'll see who lines up. The main event hasn't been announced. Only the announcement actually was just like announced, and that's it.
I don't know anything about this show. I just saw it in my email through Ticketmaster, and I was like, oh, I want to go.
And the match card hasn't been released yet, so
I mean, it's a couple
we
of
still have,
months.
we
It's
still have
like
a couple
3
months. Yeah, so we should be getting it soon. I think by the end, like maybe February, we should get it of what it is, who's gonna be here. I hope Mexican talent shows up. I wonder. No, they all just got back, so maybe no.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
You can talk about it because you went.
Yeah, I went to Mexico. I went to the original Taco Bell, bro. I saw the Taco Bell. I saw the.
I'm not gonna say
I
anything.
saw the Taco Bell. Literally, it's a little bell that you ring. It goes ding. I can say all this. It's okay.
Because he's Mexican.
I'm
He says he
Mexican.
can say it.
It's okay. But I went to go see it. I only saw one match. I was busy.
Oh, one match or
I
one
think
show?
One show. My bad.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty good. I sent you the photos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cheap.
Tell the people how cheap. Because
Like-
I was like, bro, what?
So I sent him a photo, and I was like on the first section. I was on fourth row.
You're pretty close.
I was really close. And I was gonna buy first row,
Mhm.
first or second, whatever was closest. It's just that in Mexico, they sell the tickets beforehand, like in Ticketmaster and all that stuff. But you can also they sell them before they sell them on Ticketmaster. They sell them there at the arena.
Mm-hmm.
So what a lot of people do is like the revendedores, the resellers,
Mhm.
they'll buy all the first seatings, so they can charge people like triple the price, and like those guys are assholes too. But I went to go see it. It was a pretty good match. There was a lot of different, and this is the first. This would have been the first match I've been to since I've been to Mexico, and that's been about for like 3 years, because of the pandemic and stuff. And like I was telling you, they've changed the music and graphics, because before they did have like simple like the graphics, showcasing Luchador, very similar to WWE, where they have like a photo of them or like a GIF of them, and then it switches to like highlights.
Mhm.
They had that, and they would play, excuse me, songs, copyrighted songs, so like public songs. Like they had this one dude who, his name is Esfinge, which is his whole gimmick is like Egyptian and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you mentioned it.
I did.
About, you mentioned it to me prior to today. I
Yeah.
feel like too.
And his thing was "Call Me Through the Phone" by Soulja Boy, and I thought that was funny.
This theme song.
His theme song, it was just hilarious. Because all you hear is "Do, do, 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 do," and I was just like,
What does that have to do with his character though? Like the theme of his character.
it's just so funny though, and it's
Yeah.
like, and then they play the song.
Okay, but get to the prices. The prices of
the
the
price.
tickets.
Oh yeah, I'm rambling about that. I really like that. That was funny. But back to the prices. So, I paid $15
U.S.
US dollars.
equivalent to U.S.
I think so. It's 360 pesos. I think so. That was the equivalent of that.
$15. And it looked like a solid show, man.
And here's the cool thing, that price is the same for anywhere where I was sitting.
So it's $15 even first row. It's
even
just
for the
first
first
come
row,
first serve.
it's just first come first serve. That's the only issue. It's first come first serve. So because all those resellers buy all the first 3 rows immediately, they buy the physical tickets.
Mm-hmm.
I bought mine digitally and I had to print it out, which was a hassle.
Right, because they gave you the option to do the QR code.
They didn't. That's the one thing I'll tell you. I
No,
guess
but on your phone
on Ticketmaster, yeah, but
generates it. But they didn't have like
and Ticketmaster
to scan
Mexico
and
doesn't
all
have that. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, at least that in La Arena Mexico they didn't have that. They only had the barcodes there, not a QR code.
Gotcha.
So that was pretty cool. I mean, $15. I went with my uncle, so it was like a total of $30 for 2 seats, and I was just like, wow. Oh, another thing. I sent you the photo of it. I have a signed mask, an original mask from Místico.
Mm-hmm.
Many may know him as the original Sin Cara Blue, Sin Cara Azul. I got one of his original masks,
Signed, right?
signed and autographed, dedicated to me. Like it has,
Yeah.
to me.
And a video,
I have the video proof.
which I thought was cool.
Yeah, he's a really short guy. I want to point that out.
A lot of Mexicans are, man.
Hey, man, you ain't got to say that part, right?
No, but there's some really tall ones though.
See, when I see that, I get upset. I want to break his kneecaps. We all got to
That's
be
wild.
short. We all got to be short.
I mean, I can't talk. I'm shorter than you by like a little bit,
But it
which
was
is weird to me because your sister's so short.
Yeah.
And you're so much taller than she is.
yeah. That's funny because her kids are also taller. They're like a lot taller. Like me and her oldest nephew are about the same height.
Oh, I don't know why I imagined him being taller.
No. I'd break
Okay.
his kneecaps.
Anyway.
But yeah, it was pretty cool getting a signed autograph mask for him. Because the one I specifically purchased, because they were also trying to get me to buy his newer masks, his new persona that he was when he came back to Mexico, because the original mask that he wore was already being used by somebody. And then Sin Cara is owned by WWE. He came back to Mexico. His name was Mistesis, but he joined AAA, the lucha company.
Yeah.
And he didn't. He did it his persona as a bad guy, as a heel.
Gotcha. His character.
And then basically they were like, "Oh, come back to us," and he's like, "Okay." So he changed. He made his name is Carístico. His last name was Carístico, which is a fusion of Sin Cara, Místico, and Mistesis.
That's funny.
And the same thing goes with his mask. And they're trying to sell me that one. They were like,
And you were like, nah, bro, I want the
"Nah,
original.
I want the original one. I want the original one, fool." Because I mean, it's a nice mask. I have photos of it. I'll show you. But it's a gold one, and it has
It's like gold and silver or gold and white.
no, it's all golden.
It's
It's
all
like
gold?
fully golden. But it has like the accent marks all around it is red because on the back of it has the New Japan Pro Wrestling logo on it.
Huh.
Yeah, because he's been to Japan. He's
Right,
been
right, right.
champion. He's been
Right.
IWGB.
You know what I want?
What?
I want not the new one. The new one's hideous. The IWGP World Heavyweight Title replica.
It's a really
the version
nice.
4.
Version 4?
Yeah. I don't like this new version.
Oh, I just had the photo up. It's on my wallpaper. This one?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But that's the junior one, though, right?
That's the because the
It's basically almost the same thing.
yeah.
But it looks so good. I don't know why they changed it to this ugly.
It's because they combined it. I thought that was funny.
That's hilarious.
He had his whole show, but so they were trying to sell me that one. I was just like, I don't want that. I want to. I came for the original. I want the. He's back at his original name. Give me an original mask.
You got it. So that's
I
you
know.
win.
I did.
So you're gonna put it like on a mannequin head,
So,
and
that's
then
the other
like put
thing.
it on the wall.
They gave me their mannequin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a fiberglass mannequin head
Mm-hmm.
that's like spray painted. Like it's with the design. It's a really nice like head display,
Mm-hmm.
and it fits it perfectly because it's based on his head.
Oh, they took a cast of this man's head.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He has like because my mom went and did this for me because I was
Mhm.
with my grandpa, and I was like, he has face masks for like COVID and stuff,
Mhm.
but they're made with like the same material.
Oh,
the
as this mask
as the mask, and I was like, Mom, why didn't you get me one of those?
Did you ask her?
I did. I told her. I was like,
okay. I was
because
like-
she came back and she got me a hat. It's a green hat.
Well, you can't complain, bro. You got a mask, you got a video, and you got a hat. You're
I
good.
know. I know. I wasn't complaining, but my mom was.
You're good.
My mom got me the hat. The hat's really nice because his whole thing is being reflective and stuff.
Mhm.
So it's a green hat and it reflects off the sun. It has like it's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
I don't know why I just thought I like pictured you with it, and like I started to laugh. But,
yeah.
that's cool, man. All right.
It's because the one I have is not to cut you off,
I know you're good.
is the so he has two variations of the
Mhm.
mask. I got the original debut ones.
Mm.
I can't remember. He said it's a ring. It's a
I'm sorry. That last piece of the bite of pizza had like a weird like
pizza.
funk to it at the very end of the
Ew.
crust. I don't have anywhere to spit it out. Damn, I have to eat
You
it.
have to eat it, bro. Eat it. Eat it or yeet it.
Anyway. Mhm.
Is the material. So the first one is like all shiny, like really like the fabric itself has like like silver lining into it, like the
Mhm.
thread.
Mhm.
So it has a different texture and it's a bit shinier. And then it had the gold accents marks are made with like they use leather for it. 'cause
Oh,
it
that's
was,
cool.
compared to his new one, which is made with latex, which is like spandex.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously the back of it, it has no design. It's like because it was one of his debut masks,
Mhm.
it has the strings on it. It doesn't have like his. Because later on, what he did, he put a cross on the back,
Oh,
on the
okay.
back of his mask. So
All
that's
of
why-
these masks, man, when I see them on TV and or I see them online, they all look the same to me.
That's wild, bro. That's wild, bro.
Because I'm not really paying that much attention
I
to
like
it
it.
to
I
be
feel
able
like
to
that's a part of it.
differentiate. So like, it's cool that you,
Yeah.
that you're
No, I
you're
really
into the
like
masks
that
and
one.
stuff.
He said it's ring worn. I just don't know which one it is. I know he's used the mask.
Wait, the one you have is
The one-
ring worn?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
So-
you didn't tell me that.
So I didn't.
No.
So I have one photo of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the mask I have is the mask that he wore when he came back to Mexico.
Mhm.
Well, he was already in the company, but he did what is it called? An interview,
Mm-hmm.
and he took off his mask, and underneath was that mask.
Oh.
He was
so
just
you had
like,
two more
I'm
masks,
not-
but how does that?
And
Gonna
they
bring
get
it-
used to it.
No puedo respirar.
I was like,
Aquí está
damn,
esta máscara. It's like,
I'm so done with you. I'm done. I'm leaving.
it sounds like a novela.
Bro, you know what I was watching in Mexico? I was watching Maria del Barrio.
Damn,
Bro.
you went way back.
I was there. I got really invested into it, bro. Cause
And
like,
I don't even watch novelas, but my mom,
like-
when she used to watch them, I know that's back in the day.
Yo, that was-
Let me see how old that John is. Hold up.
that shit was like I told my sister, and she started laughing. She was like, "That's the song, Maria del Barrio," and I was just like, "Damn, Thalia kind of bad though." Look up Thalia, guys,
1995.
bro. And then
That's
I was on the
old.
episode where he finds out he's a spoiler, his son. And,
Bro, I have no idea what you're talking about.
And
I've never
I-
seen an episode
just-
of the show, but I
all
know what it
remember-
is.
all I remember is, me estás haciendo la idiota en mi propia casa. I was like, damn, bro, buddy, what you gonna do,
Yo,
bro?
we're talking about Spanish soap operas, man. Anyway, okay, hold on, let's
Okay,
segue.
but back to the thing. So
Mm-hmm.
he says it's the one from that interview from that though he takes off his mask, puts on the saying that he's back as Místico, that he's
Okay.
back. And then the other one's a ring. I don't. He said it. I don't remember.
He said it to your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she doesn't remember. She's like, I don't. He said a match, and I was
Why
like,
didn't she get it on video with him saying it? Because he got it, you got like on video him dedicating the mask to you.
yeah. And then like him coming in, bro got a big ass van.
He got a what?
He has a nice ass van
Like vehicle?
vehicle.
Oh,
Because
van, okay.
he came to the store. Like the store's right next to the arena. He bought that space.
Mm-hmm.
So it's.
What kind of van?
I don't remember. It was really nice. So for Mexico, it was really nice.
Wow, for Mexico.
Yeah, bro. You can't have anything nice,
Wait,
bro.
do you have a picture of it?
Yeah, I have a video. I'll send it to you.
All right. All right, but let's segue
But
into.
back to something else.
Uh-huh. What is this something else?
I'm trying to think of what else. What is there?
Oh, for us to talk about?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Let's
Yeah,
segue
okay.
into. I don't know.
This man really smacked his lip twice. He said, but I know.
Star Wars? What is
Star
there?
Wars.
Oh, Bad Batch.
Bad Batch.
Let's talk about Bad Batch.
Bad Batch. I
Season dose.
I do not like the new recolor.
I don't either.
No,
I like the
it.
darker tones. You know, in the text message you sent me, you said you did like them. So that's why I was like, huh?
Really?
Yeah.
I like this photo too.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice photo. But I like this new season. I like this
it's
the episode 3. It was pretty good.
Episode 3 is an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, because we see some,
We won't say.
we won't spoil it.
It's
but
a
I think it's pretty
really,
good.
it's a really good
I'm just
one,
glad I didn't hear Wrecker's voice. Can't stand him.
bro.
He's a big
Why
dummy.
you?
He's
why-
a big dum dum. That's why.
Why? Wait, that's so funny. He the funny man. He the funny. No, yeah, I said don't like the color.
Huh?
I said don't like the color.
Oh, then I can't read.
We can't read, bro. We's illiterate. But yeah, I mean, it's a really good. I like where this is going, what it's leading
So
up to.
far.
Yeah, I mean, it's set as such a good like, especially with episode 3. I don't want to get into it because it just came out.
Yeah, I think
What do you wanna talk about?
I'm looking forward to
To
more
this season?
episodes. I'm also looking forward to freaking Mando season 3. Like, I hope. I think I should temper my expectations,
Yeah,
bring them down just a bit because I don't want to be disappointed. But I think I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it.
yeah.
Is there anything Marvel related? Because we're
Marvel-
going on into almost an hour.
I think the only thing. Oh, Angela Bassett won.
Oh yes, I'm so
Angela
happy.
Bassett
I'm so happy.
She won, man. I was happy. I was like I said, I was gonna. In the previous episode, I was gonna burn the Academy. And see, it worked. It worked.
No, I'm glad she won the Golden Globe Award.
Yeah, no, definitely for sure.
So I'm happy about that. What else? Ant-Man's coming up in the
Ant-Man's
next
coming
couple of
up.
weeks.
Yeah,
So I'm kind of excited about that, but I'm also going to temper my expectations for that too because
that one's gonna be a wild one. I feel.
Kang he's going to tear some ish up. Like you can tell.
You could tell, like
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
What's after Ant-Man?
Nothing.
Shoot.
I
No,
don't-
yeah, no, there is a
There-
Secret
no.
Wars comes up.
Oh,
Is coming up soon, I
yeah.
think.
I thought that
And
was in
apparently,
May.
Don Cheeto, think I saw that Don Cheeto said that Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion leads directly into Armor Wars. And Robert Downey Jr. apparently has confirmed to come back as Tony Stark for
Tony
Armored
Stark.
Wars. But I wonder if it's like we discussed it a little bit, like as an AI or a flashback. Because I don't think it's going to be a variant.
Not yet.
I don't think so. It would make sense.
I feel like AI just because of like the fact that we also have Riri Williams.
Oh yeah, her show comes out this year too. I think right later this year, Ironheart,
Yeah, I thought it was in August, maybe.
maybe. And then there's what else is coming up this year? Skeleton Crew or something like that for Star Wars. I think that's coming up this year, towards the end of this year, if I'm not mistaken. Star Wars Celebration. We're not going because it's in London.
British.
But I wanted to go. I was gonna go. I was so close to going.
Beans and toast.
But I'm kind of glad that I'm not.
You don't want to get some. You want to get a British breakfast, some fish and chips.
You're so offensive.
He
said,
I can't remember the little cookies that Tom Holland loves. They're like orange and chocolate, and Zendaya was like, no.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I saw that interview.
Wait, they're like wafers. They're like they're little chocolate, and they get a little.
That
a
video
little
of him singing as a little kid on that on that TV show was freaking hilarious. What else is coming up Star Wars related, man? Are you looking it up or?
I was looking at Marvel's.
Oh.
Phase 6. What are we looking?
Phase 6, bro. Oh, you're gonna look up Marvels?
Yeah.
All right, I'll look up Star Wars.
Marvel.
Star Wars upcoming.
Oh, Guardians of the
shows.
Galaxy. That's also coming out.
Oh yeah.
Loki season 2.
Oh, Visions 2. Visions season 2 is coming up.
We're getting Agatha, I think, too.
Yeah, that's this year.
Yes.
Oh, Ahsoka's coming up. Acolytes. I want to watch that one. I'm so
that one's
interested.
gonna be a good one.
And I think Star Wars Jedi Tales of a Jedi season 2. Maybe? Or am I making that up?
No, I don't think. Was it? I don't think so.
I think that's a rumor. I don't know if it's confirmed.
Echo's coming out.
Oh, from Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
So Mandalorian, March 1st. Young Jedi Adventures animated series. That's for like toddlers, pre-K.
Check out my show.
Star Wars Visions Volume 2 comes out in the spring. Ahsoka comes out. Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Star Wars Andor Season 2. Star Wars Acolyte. There's a Star Wars Lando TV show in development. Star Wars Taika Waititi movie is in development. I thought Rogue Squadron was done.
I guess they were gonna back. Ooh, TD.
I thought they canceled that, like indefinitely. Is Kevin Feige doing a Star Wars movie?
Is he?
What?
What is he doing?
I don't know. It just says Kevin Feige's Star Wars movie.
You ever wonder what if
Star
Kevin
Wars
Feige-
Rangers of the New Republic TV shows. Oh,
just
it's
Power
probably
Rangers?
canceled.
Lightspeed Rescue?
I hate Lightspeed Rescue.
Bro, take that back right now.
I'm
Take that
interested
back.
in
Take it
Star
back.
Wars Visions 2.
Take it back.
Visions, the first one was okay. I went back and watched it during our break.
Oh. Take that back right now. Before that,
Take what back?
the Lightspeed.
You know I don't like Lightspeed
Take it
Rescue.
back
That's
right
your
now.
thing. I don't like it.
That's what I did over the break. I sat there and watched Mighty Morphin to SPD.
Mm-hmm.
I rewatched it. You know,
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I think Mighty Morphin is holding back Power Rangers.
What do you mean? How's it holding it back when it was the original?
But like they like everything is like caused by them. You know what I mean? Like in the
Because it's
future.
nostalgic. I mean, it's
I mean,
it's
yeah,
the
but
original.
there's like a point to where it's like
You have to move on from that.
You have to move on
No, I
from
get
it.
that. You mean story wise?
story wise, like
Like in the comics and stuff.
comics and also like in the newer shows.
Dude, did you know that Lord Zed was Zordon's like master
Really?
on Eltar? Yeah, this is like the Guardians of Eltar or something.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
read any of the Boom comics in a
They're
while.
really good.
But there's these new issues with Zordon and how he was a Bronze Guardian and all
Yeah.
this other stuff, and how Lord Zed became evil and all this. I want to read that.
Mm.
I want to read it. I haven't read it, but that's interesting. I find it interesting. And Mighty Morphin is actually pretty whack when you go back and watch it.
Yeah.
It's like, man, this is lame. But I loved it as a kid.
What?
And I think because of that love from like that nostalgia,
Mm-hmm.
like I still hold it near and dear to my heart, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't go back and watch it because I feel like I'm gonna hate it.
I mean, I didn't hate
Because
it.
I've
It was
watched
just
it.
like-
I watched an episode and I was like, I can't watch this. This is cringe. And I turned
I watched
it off.
Lightspeed and I was just like, this is why this is a good show. This is
Nah, SPD. I saw it in as a adult.
SPD.
That was really good. I love
There was
SPD.
one thing I did not like about it
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
was the sudden change in Jack's behavior when he's like, I don't want to be the Red Ranger anymore, guys. I wanna give people stuff back. Like there was no character development, but it's a
but
kid show.
that's when Disney owned.
Yeah, but it was.
Could you imagine if Disney had handled the Power Rangers IP differently?
Yeah, I won't lie. I did like the SWAT Megazord.
No, sorry.
And even when they
Swap
go,
mode was tight though.
I was gonna say swap mode was literally just a gun. Swap
SPD
mode
has the
engage.
biggest Megazord though. Because that whole damn
The
thing,
base,
the
yeah, the
base
command
turns
base.
into a Megazord.
I thought that the pyramid was bigger from Zeo.
No, because in Zeo, the Zords fit inside the pyramid,
Yeah.
but as individual Zords.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, the SPD Megazord fully assembled fits inside of the big ass command center Megazord thing. It's a whole ass base that turns into a Megazord.
Yeah, it is.
Like, that's huge.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Zeo is really good too. I just bought the Legacy Zeo.
I haven't watched Zeo in such a long time. I have
Zeo's
to go back
so
and watch it.
I like
I did send you that clip of Tommy whooping Jason's ass as the Gold Ranger. when he
Yeah,
turned
bringing it
evil
back. Yeah. So you had to show him what's up.
Mm-hmm. Tommy was when he was evil, he was a problem
Yeah, but when
because he was whooping the Rangers.
when
ass.
Jason was evil, he was just get out.
In the movie when he was evil for like half a second,
And Turbo,
mm-hmm.
Turbo.
I have all the power, and then he just like walks off sadly.
I love that. Just another thing in
Turbo's an awful movie, by the way.
Wow.
It is. Have you watched it?
Yes, I watched.
Turbo's an awful
I
movie.
watched it like before the break.
Because first of all, Turbo's budget wasn't the same thing as the Mighty Morphin budget.
I know that.
That felt like a movie. Turbo felt like
Really? I didn't
like
like-
a TV movie, made for TV.
Yeah, I see
It
what you
didn't
mean.
feel like a movie
Uh-huh.
theater type movie.
I don't know. I liked it. I rewatched it recently.
Like I'll
'Cause
watch it.
it's
now,
on
but
Hulu.
there's some things. It's just like
It's like Turbo.
I bought it
Man,
years ago on Amazon.
I rented that movie so many times when I was younger. I'd be like,
I mean, when
"Dad."
I was younger, I loved
I was
it
like, Dad, I want to rent this
because it
movie.
was cars and like
And my
you
dad
know,
was,
we talked about this
Yeah.
before. I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but I want the Turbo Morpher, and I bought one
Yeah.
on eBay, and
you bought
didn't.
Car. No, the Japanese one.
Yeah,
The
it, just,
car
it didn't.
right
It didn't go the way I wanted it to go.
Mm-hmm.
Restoring it, I didn't use the proper paint. I wasn't patient with it. So I'm hoping
We make a lightning.
that they make a Lightning one.
That's
I
another
wanted
thing.
Bandai to do a legacy version, but that's not happening. They might do it in Japan. Wait,
Maybe.
if
No.
Bandai, but that only applies in America though.
Yeah,
Bandai America. In Japan, Bandai can continue making.
they still do.
They can still make toys and stuff.
Yeah, they
and,
still do.
like have their own legacy line.
Yeah, but
So I want them to do a Car Ranger, and I'll just replace some of the stickers and
the
get
Turbo.
that. Yeah, because in Japan they did the legacy,
hmm
or for us the Dino Morpher or whatever.
They always do that. No, it's
But in
a
Japan-
complete modification. That's what it's called. That's what they call it.
Oh,
They
I
do it
hope they
with
do
Kamen
it.
Rider belts too.
yeah, because they did the Zeonizers
Yeah.
in Japan as well. They did the In Space one in Japan. They did the one that we didn't get here in the States.
That's
the,
what I'm
the
the other
ninja
thing.
ones. I forgot what their
Ninja
name.
Storm or the Sakura one.
We
The
got them as Alien
Ranger-
Rangers.
Sakura. Yeah,
Mhm.
the
They
Sakura Ranger.
redid those in Japan.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, come on, man. What about the shifting the turbo jump? I want that.
They have a funny gimmick about that in Japan
Uh-huh.
because they have two series. One is called Car Ranger and one
Mhm.
is called Turbo Ranger.
Oh yeah, Turbo Ranger's older, no?
Yeah.
That came
And-
first.
And so in Gokaiger's The Pirates one, Super Mega
Mhm.
Force, they have all the keys to the
Mhm,
thing.
mhm.
And in those episodes, we see like the previous actors that used to play like the Red Ranger and everything.
Mhm.
And then he gets kidnapped and he's like, use Car Ranger power. And they're like, they change it to Turbo.
Mhm.
And it was like, yeah, now we're you. And he's like, no,
Not
this-
that one.
not that. Yeah, it was like not that one, the other one.
That's funny.
And he pulls out this one. Yeah, that one. It's just like funny gimmick. Like I like that about Gokaiger.
Yeah.
Gokaiger.
I didn't watch it. It's just in America. They
No,
wash it
but it's
down.
like
I
the
don't-
completely the story is completely different. Like in Power Rangers, Super Mega Force, it's just Mega Force, but they have this power to form.
Which
know.
yeah, I hate that. I hate when
That
they
was
do it.
dumb.
And their-
Gokaiger's its
and their
own
fake
thing.
Zordon.
Gosei, I did
Yeah.
not like that.
I don't like it either.
He's literally just that thing, the Morpher. That's all.
just
it-
huge.
That's it. And in Japan, they didn't push it. They were just like, he's just the Morpher. And that's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
And he sounds like Zordon.
He's
Ish.
Rangers.
Yeah.
Open my mouth.
I actually didn't like the dude who was a Red Ranger. He was an awful actor.
Troy.
I don't know his effing name or the character's name.
I don't know his name, but his character.
His
name.
character, he cannot act.
We gotta.
He was a handsome fellow, but he cannot act.
Yeah, that was everybody's.
I think that's why they chose him, because of the looks, but he cannot act. to
They were
save his life.
like, "We must fight." Fight what? Yes.
Don't we have a?
And then they're about to start their new one, Cosmic Fury, but
In the U.S.?
In the U.S., but they're gonna use I can't remember what it's called in Japan. The equivalent of it, they're only gonna use the Megazord footage, and they're gonna
record their own footage, fighting footage here.
they're gonna so apparently the rumor is that for the next series they're gonna continue Dino Fury
Mm-hmm.
into Cosmic Fury. They're gonna go into space, and they're not gonna. They have new suits that they have designed.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna use the next series suits from
Wait.
from Japan.
New suits as in American
American
suits.
They're very similar to the what is it
I mean,
called?
they're at a point where they can. Do
What is
their
it
own
called?
stuff.
Dino Fury. It's similar the same. It just has like more armor, I guess you could say.
Oh, that's lame.
And it's gonna be.
Did you? Sorry, go ahead. Bad habit. Finish it.
They're from Japan. They're only gonna use the stock footage of the Megazords fighting.
Oh.
Like they're not gonna use anything else.
Have you seen the new Japan Sentai? They're bugs. They look kind of cool though.
Which ones? The one that's going up right now, or
No,
the
one
next
that's
one?
coming up. The next
Yeah,
one.
they're knights, bug knights.
Yeah, it's weird, but they look cool.
They look cool.
I like the suits. They look pretty
I
dope.
like the suits a lot, but when I started reading the magazine and I saw they were bugs, I was like, ew.
Yeah, when I saw it was bugs, I was like, oh, at first I was like, oh, this looks cool.
This looks cool.
Then I was like, oh,
wonder
they're
what it is.
bugs. Beetleborgs.
I don't know about that one.
I like Beetleborgs though. You don't like Beetleborgs?
Nah, it
I
was
like
weird.
Beetleborgs.
It was. They made their one cameo and also in the Kamen Rider movie, and they got their ass whooped, and I was just like, good.
Didn't Power Rangers in Space get their ass whooped by the Ninja Turtles?
No, they worked together.
Nah, but they fought,
Yeah,
and I think they lost. The Power Rangers lost.
that's fine. I don't care about in space, bro. It's all about Lightspeed, bro. Lightspeed Rescue, bro.
I'm not even gonna. Anyway, I
The
think we're
li-
gonna,
oh, that's
we're gonna
another
wrap
thing.
it up.
One thing, the Lightning Collection needs to change.
Yeah,
I'm
they need to do
tired
something with it, man.
Of it's not even the figures. I don't mind them. Like they look nice and everything. I'm just tired of everything being in space. I like in space.
Yeah.
In space is the only. I think in space.
But
is,
I feel like certain things are incomplete. So I was telling you,
Mhm.
they released the Morpher, the
Mhm.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Morpher.
Yeah.
But they didn't release a Green Ranger or
Yeah.
a White Ranger one.
Yeah.
Like, it feels incomplete to me. You have to release one of those. That's the Sixth Ranger. You give us that. Instead, they've released a dedicated Pink Ranger one and a dedicated Yellow Ranger one.
Dedicated
Like, what?
wham.
Like, that's whack. And
That's
then,
weird.
what else did they do?
Didn't they do a black one for the Black Ranger?
Maybe I
I'm tripping.
lost track after I bought that one and I didn't
Mhm.
see anything, and I was just
Because
like, this is
I was
lame.
looking at the catalog and I was just like, it's all in space.
It's all in space.
And
I mean, I'm glad in space is getting some love, but
But like, it's weird because they release other people, right? And the other thing is like, even Dino Fury, the newest series it has, is already part of the Lightning Collection. Like,
how? I thought Lightning Collection was like legacy stuff.
nah, the Dino Fury's part of it. Like the newer series, they're
Mhm.
in it.
That's confusing.
So I don't.
I also don't like their Megazords, like how
Dino
they're built.
Furies?
No, how they like
Oh, just in
the
general.
Ascension program or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
it's
yeah.
called. I don't like
Mhm.
the way the Megazord looks and it feels cheap. That's why, like when Bandai made it,
Mhm.
Bandai made that really like die-cast one.
But
That
the
one's
the,
solid.
the new one, the Astro Megazord, looks like diecast. It has metal on it.
It does.
Yeah.
Nah, but there's this other company. I forget the name of this company. Flame Toys.
Mm-hmm.
They're making their stylized
Oh,
version. I think I sent that to you. Maybe.
I don't think you have, but
Nah,
yeah.
I sent that a while back. Or maybe I sent it to my brothers. But it looks
Uh-huh.
dope. I'm gonna send it to you.
Because I was just like, I like Megazords, but like, I don't want to build them. No, not build them, but I don't like the quality of it. It isn't. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not. It's. I really should have gotten the diecast one, but at the time I was like, this is kind of expensive.
I
But
got the Dragon Dagger.
I do too.
The lightning one. I got that.
I do too. I had the legacy one
Uh huh.
that had diecast. In
I'm
it.
learning how to play.
Wow.
I'm
And
gonna summon the dragons or watch.
but I got it when it first came out,
Mm-hmm.
and then I returned it
Damn.
because someone made fun of me. And I was like, oh, I'm returning. My cousins were making fun of me. I kept the Morphers though. No, I've returned the Morphers.
Damn,
and then over
bro.
time, I bought them again.
Oh, you felt
Um,
a peer pressure, bro. You getting bullied.
So the
Yeah,
lightning
it's
one
like-
is not as good as the the legacy one.
I know.
I can tell you that for sure.
I know. But it's still pretty cool. I was like,
I want the Gold Ranger staff.
Really?
All the Bandai stuff was so much better. I feel like
I don't know. I don't care for him.
the Bandai stuff.
The Gold Ranger, the staff. I didn't like
The
it.
Gold Ranger was tight
He
until
was.
Jason
It
took
was-
over
It
and
was.
was
I
getting
did
his
not
ass
like
whooped.
the staff. I don't know. It doesn't look like a staff. It looks like a mace. It's like, wow. It looks like a wand, to be honest.
It
It's
does look like a wand. It
mm,
doesn't look like an actual
it is
weapon
that.
that you can like whoop somebody's ass. But neither did Andrew's
drill.
drill.
What do you mean?
Sword
That's
thing.
a weapon, bro. That's a weapon.
I think we're gonna call it now.
Drill saber.
Call it quits now because with that. Oh my gosh! All right, everyone.
Let's
we'll catch
rock
you
it.
guys and get out of here.
Let's rock it, man. Rock it.
Hit the right one. All right, I think we're gonna end it there. We'll catch you guys. If you stayed this
We
long
appreciate you.
and heard it, we appreciate you. Just know that. And you'll hear us rambling about something else in the next episode.
On the next episode.
Bye.
Bye bye.